Here's the one side of one canopy, and we got a few squashes and then butternuts over there. Yeah, the same place, and the butternuts are doing just fantastic. Here's some more of the garden. They got butternuts in the first three and a little bit of squash thrown in there. They got squash throughout the main side here, and of course tons of tomatoes going through here. And we got a big sun gold right there. I had moved this fig from the garden. I put it over here and I've already been harvesting figs off this thing. And this was just planted. I mean, literally just planted, and maybe 3 months ago or 4 months ago. And I mean, literally all the figs are doing great. Absolutely delicious. But they're everywhere. I got figs just coming out of my ears. Yeah, this plant was just planted here. It was taken from the garden and put here. The strawberries are doing real well. This is going to be another place to plant figs, but my fig tree died in the frost. So I'm going to plant a new fig tree later. But since it was just sitting there doing nothing, I planted some zucchini and tomato in it. Here is some little pumpkin patch. These are a seed from a 500-pound pumpkin, and I didn't want to cull them to make a big pumpkin. I didn't care because I don't want to feed it. So I'm not doing nothing special to it. I just planted it. And so they won't be 500 pounds, but they'll be good-sized pumpkins. They still got until October 31st, so we got plenty of time to get on it. And these tomatoes are all doing real well here. Got those there. Got a raspberry bed, and then of course another strawberry bed. A bunch of more tomatoes. On the other side of the tomatoes, there's cucumbers, and they're doing real well. Again, I just harvested everything, took it to the food bank, but you know, there's still some babies on there, and they're doing real well. And everything's going great. Here we got a bunch more tomato plants growing, and yeah, you can see they're just filled with tomatoes. It's just waiting to start getting color, which they are every day. They're getting color, and so doing really well. Another plant all by itself, just literally filled with giant tomatoes, zucchinis and stuff from the other side. Now here's a brand new bed also. Just planted this bed. I made it up about 3 months ago and planted about a month and a half ago or so. Honeydew, cantaloupe, and watermelon and potatoes, and it's doing great. A better picture later would be later in the day so we can see some more sun on it, but it's in the stage where there's no sun right now. As I said, some of these tomatoes are starting to color out now, but they're so huge that literally I can put my hand around this thing. I don't know if you can see it, but my hand can't go anywhere near it. It's nowhere near the size of this tomato to be able to cover them, but they're so big. They're doing so well. So anyway, a real blessing. My wife's having a yard sale today, but we have plants growing here. It's hard to see all this stuff because of the sun. Not in the right spot to see things right now. Another hour or so, I guess. I should have taken it later in the day, but we got stuff growing all the way along the entire fence. Trying to use up every square inch. I yanked up all the flowers from last year and planted more zucchini there in the front of the yard, front of the house, and I got a little bit of flowers left, but haven't been working them, so they're. But I got the pear tree doing great. It's loaded with fruit. Pear tree is doing fantastic. The cherry tree over there is doing okay. Frost killed us. I got a brand new cherry tree there. It has 8 different kinds of cherries, and a brand new apple tree there. It's got 8 different kinds of apples, but those are just babies I just planted. I do have, as you can see in the end over there, 3 zucchini. Planted those because it has some available space. Next year I'll probably expand that. And this is a plum tree, and it's doing okay, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to see, but anyway, it's doing good. I'm about to work that this year, see if I can get it better. But here I planted some cucumbers, and they're doing good. And I took out all the flowers and planted cucumbers in this, and they're just doing fantastic. Put a little trellis system around it to let them grow up. And here I got a bunch of zucchinis and stuff. Cool, huh? There you go. Here's another zucchini, and I just want to show you I got some good zucchinis coming out of there. Even though I just harvested yesterday and took the fall to the food bank, I already got plenty more growing on this plant, you know.